Hey there, welcome back to The Magic in the Music. I'm Jen. Boy, it's been a minute, hasn't it? But you know what? It's been such a busy year for me as a teacher, and finally the school year is kind of coming to a close. I'm into that final month, and it's intense, but it's almost over. I have some really exciting news today regarding the latest DVC property currently under construction. That's the Polynesian Island Tower, which is going to expand the DVC offerings at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows at the Polynesian Village Resort at Walt Disney World. There has been much speculation, a lot of speculation, about whether this would be part of the existing Polynesian DVC Condo Association, and today it looks like we got our answer. Reportedly, Disney Vacation Club has filed amendments to include the new Island Tower to the current Polynesian Villas and Bungalows DVC Condo Association. This is really exciting news for any of us who own contracts at the Polynesian, like us, and it's also great news for those of us who own resale points. Yeah, that's also us, and probably a lot of you as well. So to better understand the implications of this, let's examine the case of the Grand Floridian expansion into the Big Pine Key building, which happened just 2 years ago. There was already an existing DVC building at Grand Floridian at the time with an existing condo association. DVC decided to expand and renovate the nearby Big Pine Key building to convert the rooms to DVC Resort Studios, which are basically just hotel rooms. By adding this offering to the existing condo association, it meant that owners who had previously bought points at Grand Floridian could also book at the 11-month window at the new expanded section of the resort. This also meant that because the original Grand Floridian DVC Association predated the resale restrictions of January 2019, all resale points could still be used at the new section of the resort, with 3 important exceptions: resale points at Riviera, villas at Disneyland Hotel, and the cabins at Fort Wilderness. Those contracts could not be used anywhere except for their home resort if they were purchased on the resale market. If they were purchased direct from Disney, they have all the benefits and they can go anywhere. So that's the good news. More options and offerings for more of the members. So I'm really, really excited about that. And of course, with all good news, there comes a downside. The one bad side of this situation is that for those who purchase these contracts in the brand new resorts, this particular new resort, they are going to get a slightly shortened contract. So for example, the expiration date of the original Grand Floridian DVC contracts is 2064, but the newer contracts that were sold starting in 2022 would only get 42 years of points to use, instead of the typical 50 when you have a brand new DVC resort. So in theory, the value is not quite as high as other contracts that had the full 50 years. But a lot of owners, they don't even worry about expiration years, particularly if you're an older DVC owner. This might not even be a consideration for you. If that expiration date is longer than you expect to either be alive or at the very least healthy enough to travel, then this may not be relevant at all for you. Okay, so let's discuss how this would be for the new Island Tower at the Polynesian. This means that the points that are sold as part of the Island Tower would retain the same expiration date as the original Polynesian Villas and Bungalows, which is 2066, leaving only 42 years of points left, just as it was 2 years ago with Grand Floridian. So that's not great, but not really an immediate concern, really, for anyone. The big plus is that all existing Polynesian contracts will be able to be used at the new Island Tower, and all resale contracts, except, of course, for Riviera, villas at Disneyland Hotel, and the cabins at Fort Wilderness, will be eligible to book stays at the new Island Tower. Not only is this big news for DVC owners, it's also a huge advantage for selling this resort. This is likely to drive sales for DVC because people were really, really wanting this. Additionally, it likely will not have any of those annoying restrictions on the resale contracts. The restrictions that I'm referring to, that would be the stipulation that was applied to Riviera, Disneyland Hotel, and cabins at Fort Wilderness, which states that if resold, these contracts can only be used at their home resort, nowhere else. If this island tower is part of the existing association, these points would be indistinguishable from the existing Polynesian points. And I really don't see any way that they could retroactively apply these restrictions. So I think we're good to go on the resale restrictions for the new Polynesian Tower. So I would say that this is overall great news for DVC owners and prospective members who were thinking about purchasing. Even though DVC shows no sign of stopping this very unpopular trend of adding resale restrictions to new resorts, are you listening, DVC? There is still an option for those of us who hate the resale restrictions, and still a strong case to be made for purchasing resale contracts as well. Because honestly, having a healthy, thriving resale market for DVC points is something that benefits all of us because it helps all of our contracts to retain their value as well. So I, for one, am really excited about this news. This means that all of our points are going to be eligible to be used at this new Polynesian Tower. And it means we're going to get to stay there at some point because we do have a Polynesian contract that's going to help us get our foot in the door. So I'm thrilled as a Polynesian owner. I'm thrilled as a resale owner. I'm thrilled even as a direct Blue Card member. I think that this is going to be great all around for everyone. So this is great news, but I'd love to hear what you think about this. Are you happy about this news? Were you hoping it would be the other way? Explain to me your rationale for your viewpoint on this, and I'd love to hear your feedback. And at least we have ended the debate. Will it be in a new association or it will be the old association? I think we can safely put that one to rest. It is going to be part of the old association, like it or not, but tell me if you like it or not down in the comments below. Hey, if you're wondering whether purchasing DVC direct from Disney or purchasing a resale contract is right for you, you can check out our quiz. It can help you decide which route might best fit your needs. You can find the link to our quiz in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to make the most out of your DVC membership, be sure to check out our other videos on our channel. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye.